Alright, let's talk about a stock that sounds small right now, but sits in a very big future industry. BlackSky, ticker BKSY. And before you scroll away thinking this is just another boring stock video, hear me out. Because this is not about today's price. This is about what this company is trying to become. So let me ask you something first. What if I told you there's a company that is trying to watch the Earth from space in real time and then use AI to understand what's happening on the ground? Sounds like science fiction, right? But that's exactly what BlackSky is working on. Now let's make it simple. BlackSky uses satellites in space. These satellites capture images and data from Earth. But here's the important part. They don't just stop at images. They use artificial intelligence to analyze everything quickly. So instead of just saying this is a picture, the system says, here's what is happening right now. Ships moving, military activity, disasters, construction, border movement. Basically real-time intelligence from space. Now think about the world we live in today. Information is power. Who gets information faster wins. That's why governments, defense agencies, and big organizations are willing to pay for this kind of data. And this is where BlackSky enters the picture. Now let's talk about why investors are even looking at this stock. First reason, AI. Right now, AI is the hottest trend in the market, but most AI companies are software-based. BlackSky is different. Their AI is connected to real-world satellite data. That makes it more unique compared to typical tech stocks. Second reason, space industry. Space is no longer just rockets and astronauts. It's becoming a commercial business. Satellite data, Earth observation, defense monitoring. This is becoming a multi-billion-dollar sector. Third reason, defense demand. Whenever a company gets linked with government or defense contracts, investors take notice, because that usually means long-term business potential. And BlackSky is already operating in that ecosystem. Now let's be honest for a second. This is not a big stable company like Apple or Microsoft. This is a small-cap stock, and small-cap stocks behave differently. They can move fast, both up and down. In recent times, BlackSky has shown exactly that kind of behavior. Strong rallies, followed by sharp pullbacks. That tells you one thing very clearly. This is a high-volatility stock, not a slow and safe one. Now I want you to think about this. Would you rather invest in a slow-growing, stable company or a high-risk company sitting in a futuristic industry like space and AI? Keep that question in your mind, because the answer depends on your risk style. Now let's talk about the real side of BlackSky. Not the hype, not the dream, the reality. Because every stock has two stories, the bull story and the bear story. Let's start with the bullish side first. Why are some investors excited about BlackSky? Simple. It sits at the intersection of three big trends: AI, space, and defense intelligence. If those three industries continue growing, then companies like BlackSky could benefit long-term. Imagine a world where real-time satellite intelligence becomes a normal service. Countries use it for security. Companies use it for logistics. Governments use it for monitoring global events. If BlackSky expands its technology and customer base in that direction, then yes, there is upside potential. That's the bull case. But now let's talk about the other side, because this is where most people ignore reality. First risk, competition. There are bigger players in this space with more money, better infrastructure, and stronger resources. Competing in this industry is not easy. Second risk, profitability. BlackSky is still not a consistently profitable company. And in the long run, the market cares about one thing: results. Third risk, volatility. This stock does not move in a straight line. It reacts strongly to news, sentiment, and earnings. One good announcement can send it up. One weak report can bring it down. Now here's my honest opinion, and I want you to listen carefully. I don't see BlackSky as a guaranteed winner, but I also don't see it as a useless stock. It's somewhere in between. A future story stock with real potential, but also real risk. Now let's talk about price behavior. This stock has already shown strong swings in the past. That means investors are still unsure about its true value, and that uncertainty creates opportunity, but also danger. So what's the prediction? Let me be clear. Nobody can perfectly predict stocks, but we can talk in scenarios. If BlackSky continues to grow its contracts, improves revenue, and expands its AI plus satellite business, then over time, investor interest could increase and the stock could move into a stronger valuation zone. But if growth slows down or competition takes over, then it may stay a volatile small cap stock for a long time. So it really depends on execution. Now I want to ask you something directly. Do you think BlackSky is an early-stage hidden gem in the AI space industry? Or just another risky stock riding a temporary trend? Be honest with yourself, because in investing, mindset matters more than hype. And one final thing before I end, if you want more breakdowns like this, where we go deep into hidden stocks, real risks, and real opportunities, just comment next stock, and I'll bring you something even more interesting next time.